Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It is now time for day two of our top horror movie scratch off month. And the film for October 2nd is none other than John Carpenter's, I feel, underrated film known as The Fog from 1980. Now, yes, this is the top 50 horror films, but this is a film that John Carpenter kind of is not the biggest fan of. Yes, he directed it, he wrote it, but he's not the biggest fan of this film. And I gotta tell you guys, first off, the Scream Factory release for this, absolutely amazing. The transfer is incredible. It sounds great as well, and this thing is loaded with special features. Now, talk about the cast for this film: Jamie Lee Curtis, Adrienne Barbeau, Tom Atkins, a mustacheless Tom Atkins, I might add, Hal Holbrook. We also have Janet Leigh, the mother of Jamie Lee Curtis, the Psycho. I mean, that's all I gotta say. Janet Leigh from Psycho is in this film, and John Carpenter makes a quick little appearance in this film as well. But there's some actors and actresses that were in Halloween that pop up in this film as well. So Carpenter using the usual suspects for this particular release of his. But again, it's a film that he's not even fond of actually revisiting. He said it himself. He's not the biggest fan of this one. And it could be because this film was reshot a few times here and there. He went back and reshot some things to make it more, scarier and add more gore to it. And it's a film that when I looked at this film when I was much younger, it was a little boring to me. It didn't hit as much as say like Halloween did. But many years later, revisiting it now, just a few months ago, and revisiting it for this review, I'm telling you, I really enjoy this film a lot. There is that old school ghost story type of vibe to this film, set in this fictional town known as Antonio Bay. And when the fog rolls in, these ghosts are going to come out of the fog and just attack you. And I love that. You never know when they're going to show up, when they're going to appear, when they're going to attack. Basically, this is, like I said, based around the fictional town of Antonio Bay, right when the centennial for the town is about to hit. The townspeople don't really know all the true history of the town that they live in. There are some things that definitely went on, and I don't know if I really want to touch on it because I want people, if you haven't seen this one, because again, a lot of people haven't seen The Fog. Surprisingly, haven't seen The Fog, and I want people to kind of like go out and find this one and watch it because it's definitely a film that you're going to want to watch a few times, and I think it's going to grow on you the more times you watch it. But I'll try to keep it as spoiler free as possible. But like I said, the townspeople don't really know the true history of how their town was founded. The founding fathers basically sunk this ship that was carrying the passenger, the crew, the people that were on this ship, passengers on this ship, were inflicted with leprosy. They were carrying disease. The founding fathers did not want them bringing that to the town, so the ship was sank, and they took all the gold and everything that was valuable. They took off that ship, and the crew from that ship, their ghosts, are rising up and coming to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs and get revenge on basically who's ever like the bloodline that is left from those people, the founding fathers family that has passed down through generations. They are coming for revenge. And the way that Carpenter shot this, with when you see the fog just rolling in over the town, which some of the town that they actually use that they show in the film are miniatures, and he just put little some fog effects coming through, but it looks so realistic, and it's amazing. It's really cool the way it looks. You have the typical John Carpenter, synthesize little. I could talk, guys. His music, okay, put it that way, because I cannot get that word off my tongue. That typical John Carpenter type of music that you would find in his. It's maybe not as, it doesn't hit as much as say like Halloween, but it's effective for what he's trying to do in this particular film. And like I said, the cast is great. Tom Atkins, what can you say about Tom Atkins? Yes, he has no mustache in this one, but he still somehow finds a way to get the ladies. And, it's him, he picks up Jamie Lee Curtis along the highway, she's hitchhiking and everything. And they become like an item in the film. You have Adrienne Barbeau, who's, has taken on working at this lighthouse as a DJ. And there's just so many, different characters, moving parts in this thing, but somehow it all works together and all comes together in this small little town of Antonio Bay. And like it looks beautiful. The town looks beautiful. It's a small, kind of quiet town, but when they show like the lighthouse, you see the ocean and everything. It's breathtaking. It's absolutely breathtaking. Like I said, it looks fantastic on the 4K too. Definitely, one of Screen Factory's better releases they put out recently on 4K. It looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, guys, it's a film that, like I said, you're gonna have to watch it over and over again to really let it all sink in and take it all in, because there's actually quite a few things to really take in with this film. Surprisingly, you might not think about it the first time you see it. Believe me, when you watch it more than once, it's definitely more. You're gonna catch more things as it goes. But guys, right now, let's go ahead and talk about what's going to be coming up in day 3. What's going to be for October 3rd? What's going to be our third film? Like I said, we had Scream on October 1st. Now, again, The Fog. So what is going to be our third film now for the month of October? So let's go ahead back to the scratch offs. Let's mix it up here and see what we're going to get. All right, let's go ahead and just so you guys know that I'm not fooling around here. Let's go ahead and take this one off. Let's go with this one. And let's see what we have. It's from 1976, Supernatural Mystery. So let's go ahead, scratch it off, and see if I can tell what it is. Still no idea yet. What is it going to be? It is The Omen. Have not seen The Omen, so this will be a first time watch for me from 1976. Looking forward to checking this one out. It's definitely a classic, and that's what we're all about here on the channel. We'll be talking about some classics throughout the month. So The Omen is our third film to go ahead and check out for the month of October. So guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you get the chance, and I'll catch you in another episode. Take care. Bye.